We're following the life of David on the run, and we find why he went on the run in the early verses of 1 Samuel chapter 18. We saw yesterday that he was targeted by King Saul because Saul was jealous of him. Here we see today that not only was he targeted, he was attacked. Let's listen to what the Bible says. 1 Samuel 18 verses 10 and 11. The next day, a harmful spirit from God rushed upon Saul. Now, I believe what the Bible's telling us here is that this harmful spirit, this evil spirit, wanted to attack Saul, but he was not able to until God gave him permission. I believe it says that because Saul had rejected the Lord. He had disobeyed God. And when that happens, then sometimes God allows us to be attacked by the enemy. He removes his hand of protection from us, either because we've been disobedient or he has some other purpose. We know, for example, in the book of Job, he did allow the devil to attack Job. There are times in his purposes when he may allow that. But there are also times when we turn our back on God and he allows us to be under attack. But whatever the reason was, I want you to notice what happened. So Saul raved within his house while David was playing the lyre, as he did day by day. Saul had his spear in his hand. So we know from earlier in David's life that he had been called on to come and play music for Saul when this evil spirit, some believe it may not have been a demon, it may have actually just been a spirit of depression that overcame Saul. But whatever it was, when this happened, it says this in verse 11, and Saul hurled the spear, for he thought, I will pin David to the wall. But David evaded him twice. Now, the first thing that we learn from this is when we're under attack, don't stand there and let it just happen. We can move. We can evade it. We can get out of a situation. We can distance ourselves. We can protect ourselves. There's nothing wrong with being defensive and being strategic. But also we need to understand that there are times when we are under attack. Now, again, I told you, we don't know exactly what it was that was motivating Saul, whether it was an evil spirit that was oppressing him or a spirit of depression, but whatever it was, it brought an attack on David. And that reminds us that there are going to be times in our lives when we will be under attack. Satan attacks those whom he wants to destroy. Those of the world attack those who don't agree with them. Those people who sometimes are hurting themselves attack others in an effort to relieve their own suffering. So I want to remind you today that being attacked is not something that is beyond the realm of possibility. We may face it, and we can know this, that we do not face it alone.